Hello, nice to meet you again and welcome to continuous of Cần Thơ radio and television station. Headline today. Government offers how a hybrid conference in person and online to implement the action plan on economic diplomacy in 2023. A conference to review the 10 years of implementation of the 8-central solution, 11 tenure on the national defense strategy in the new situation. The Vietnam-Scotland Connecting event at Scotland House, London, a hub connecting economic, trade, investment, cooperation, and result of the Scottish regional government in London. Top news. On March 9 afternoon, the government office held a hybrid conference in person and online to implement the action plan on economic diplomacy in 2023. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính chaired the meeting with the participation of Deputy Prime Minister Trần Lưu Quang, ambassadors, heads of Vietnamese representative missions abroad, ministry, central departments, and localities attended.
Attendees heard Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính suggest important issues in economic diplomacy requiring high determination, great effort, and drastic action. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs also presented key work of Vietnam's diplomacy in 2023. Vietnamese ambassadors to China, the United States, Belgium, India, and the European Union had important presentations to contribute to the development of the country's diplomacy. In 2022, despite many changes in the world economic situation, thanks to the effective implementation of Directive No. 15 of the Secretariat and resolution on the government's action program for the period of 2022 to 2026, economic cooperation has been strongly promoted in Vietnam. With more than 150 signed cooperation documents, it has contributed to bringing economic cooperation into reality, depth, and effective attraction of foreign investment resources. In 2023, Vietnam's diplomatic activities are determined to have 6 key tasks in the spirit of drastic action, flexibility, efficiency, creativity, the breakthrough, exploitation, and taking advantage of every opportunity for the development of the country. Accordingly, it will well implement external activities, identify economic cooperation as the center, take advantage of all external resources and combine with domestic to serve the development of the country. In addition, promoting support for industries, fields, localities, and businesses in the spirit of taking people, localities, and businesses as the center. At the same time, it is necessary to continue to actively integrate and link the international economic research and forecast the world situation to have an appropriate foreign policy to ensure national and ethnic interests, balance and harmonize in the application of foreign policy international arbitration to enhance the status of the country.
On the morning of March 10, the Standing Committee of Cần Thơ City Party Committee held a conference to review the 10 years of implementation of the 8-central solution, 11 tenure on the national defense strategy in the new station under the chair of Lieutenant General Nguyễn Văn Gấu, member of the Party Central Committee, member of Central Military Commission, and Deputy Director of General Department of Politics of Vietnam People's Army, Mr. Lê Quang Mạnh, member of the Party Central Committee, Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee, and Secretary of Military Party Committee, who is also head of Cần Thơ City National Assembly Delegation. In the past 10 years, the City Party Committee has focused on leading the main system at all levels, sectors and people strata to carry out the tasks of on people defense and people security building and achieving important results comprehensively. Security and politics are maintained, creating favorable conditions to promote socio-economic development. National defense and security continue to be strengthened, building the own people national defense in association with the people's security formation and increasingly solid defense area. In addition, the overall quality and combat strength of the city's armed forces have greatly improved. Party building work was carried out seriously and synchronously. The leadership capacity and combat strength of party organizations and party members were constantly being improved. Social security policies have been paid attention and implemented effectively. Mr. Trần Việt Trường, chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee, had a meeting with Mr. Mantar Power, administrator of USAID, to agree on the business trip in Cần Thơ City. Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Trần Việt Trường briefly introduced the top priorities of Cần Thơ City on potential and advantages in socio-economic development. He says priority areas for the Mekong Delta region include climate change, public health, and education. In 2022, the city actively coordinated with USAID partners to discuss and consult the contents of the local capacity development project. The city hopes to continue participating in similar programs and projects, especially in the content of human resource management, as well as in the field of digital transformation, capacity building for the contingent of cadres, civil servants, and public employees into the city on digital technology, digital skills, the fields of renewable energy, water resource management, and suitable use of water resources, improving resilience and competitiveness of the economy are also fields that the city area is looking forward to cooperating with USAID in Vietnam to implement programs and projects in the city. We turn to other news. On the afternoon of March 9, the Ethnic Affairs Board of Cần Thơ City held a conference to contribute plans to organize activities to celebrate the traditional Church Năm Thơ Mây festival in 2023.
The traditional Tết Choi Năm Thơ Mây in 2023 of the Khmer ethnic people takes place on April 14, 15, and 16, with the following main activities: a meeting with representatives of monks, a Shah, and the Temple Management Board of Khmer Theravada Buddhism. Retired cadres, typical and prestigious policy households are the Khmer ethnic group in the city. Third, a people and soldiers to celebrate Choi Năm Thơ Mây in the Mông Commune, Thơ Lai District, medical examination and treatment, distribute 300 free medicines for Khmer ethnic people in Thới Xuân Commune, Cờ Đỏ District, so on and so forth. In addition, there are some suggestions to develop a plan to propagate deeply and widely about ethnic policies, culture, customs, and habits of ethnic minorities, as well as the meaning and culture of the national traditional Choi Năm Thơ Mây holiday. The Board for Ethnic Minority Affairs of the city recorded statistics, supplemented and completed the draft plan to advise and submitted to the City People's Committee for early approval.
Business Association of High Quality Vietnamese Goods has announced the results of 519 enterprises receiving the High Quality Vietnamese Goods certification in 2023 voted by consumers.
Notably, among these, 32 enterprises have won the title of Vietnamese High Quality Goods for 27 consecutive years, also the 27 years that the High Quality Vietnamese Goods program was held. 41 enterprises were voted for the first time. Along with that, there are 132 enterprises of high-quality Vietnamese goods integration standards with high-quality Vietnamese goods voted by consumers. The result recorded more than 61,000 votes for businesses from a direct survey of points of sales and consumers in centrally run cities, economic centers of regions, Hanoi, Da Nang, Ho Chi Minh City, Cần Thơ City, and an online survey to collect opinions and votes of consumers nationwide.
The Vietnam-Scotland Connecting event at Scotland House, London, a hub connecting economic trade, investment cooperation and resort of the Scottish Regional Government in London opened.
It was taking place within the framework of the Vietnam-United Kingdom Friendship Year 2023 to mark the 50th anniversary of joint diplomatic ties with the aim of stepping up links between Vietnam and Scotland, especially in fields such as trade, investment, renewable energy, education, and tourism. In his speech, Vietnamese ambassador to the United Kingdom Nguyễn Hoàng Long stated that positive relations between the country and the United Kingdom were formed many centuries before both sides officially established diplomatic ties. According to the Vietnamese diplomat, joint relations are currently in their most prosperous period ever, with two-way trade reaching more than $6.8 billion in 2022, including over $6 billion from Vietnamese exports, up 5.2% on year. Mark Boyce, head of economic diplomacy and engagement at the Scottish government, affirmed that Scotland places importance on its relations with Vietnam. He agreed that there remains ample room for bilateral collaboration in trade, tourism, wind energy, and higher education, particularly in climate and environmental studies, which can be considered as Scotland's strengths. The two sides have many things in common, such as natural scenery and a beautiful coastline, unique culture, especially the culinary background with rich dishes and drinks.
And now a quick check on weather condition. Thank you very much for your attention. Please visit us on website kenthtv.vn. Bye for now.